Most nonprofits have an option for recurring donations, and they've heard that what you really want to go for isn't individual donations, but recurring monthly donations. Sadly, though, this leaves nonprofits just giving their donors the option, like a little checkbox, make this recurring on the checkout page for their donation, rather than really giving them real incentive for joining a monthly giving program or to make that recurring. So if you want to build a sustainable revenue source through individual donors, then you do want to build a monthly donor program that creates some sort of purpose and belonging for monthly givers. So today, I'm going to walk you through exactly how to create an intentional monthly giving program. Okay, let's talk about it. Welcome to episode 66 of For Purpose Live, where I help you get clear, get focused, and be impactful by showing you how to step fully into that calling that you've been given without taking on that common narrative that nonprofits need to struggle. That's right. Together we can get you in your sweet spot using your strengths and your talents to serve this world and build a movement of support for your mission simply by living for purpose, on purpose. I'm your host, Rebecca Britt, and today we are talking about monthly donor programs. I feel like this can be a headache for people because they're like, yeah, I get it. We need monthly donations and that would be nice. And I could start relying on a certain amount of revenue each month, but I don't know how to make people give monthly, nor do I need or can I handle another thing to add to my plate. So that's why we're going to talk about this today. If you would like to build a sustainable monthly giving program, go ahead and hit that like button. Okay, so before we get started, I have a editable template of a one-pager funding idea. So basically, if you want to get something funded, you want to create a one-pager. And this is a completely editable Google Doc that you can go in and you can list out your problem, your solution, why you, your impact metrics, all these neat things that you can put in there to really sell to your funders anytime that you have a fundable idea. So I know you're here today to talk about monthly giving, but doing something like this, creating a one-pager for all your fundable ideas, will really help you build that muscle of being able to articulate why you need funding and what impact that funding will have. You can grab that at forpurposelive.com/page. Okay, so let's dive in to creating a meaningful monthly donor program. The first thing that you are going to want to do is start with purpose, right? Start a Google Doc, that I love to just we're going to get in there and we're going to actually plan and develop some strategy around this. So the first thing you're going to do is start with purpose. Now, what most nonprofits do is they give every month, become a gem, give every month. I hate that. Join our monthly giving program. How boring is that? Okay, or support our mission. It's just like this broad purpose of this is what our mission is, and hey, you can support it every month. Well, I would rather there be a specific purpose for this monthly giving program. So what does this monthly giving program do for your mission, or what's the purpose of it? So you could, let's say that you have education, research, and support as the three pillars of your mission. Well, this might just be for support, or this might just be for researchers. So you're going to have a research nerd program, and these are the people that every dollar that they raise goes to that part of your mission. Yes, you'll have to do some earmarking, but then they know exactly what their dollars are going to, and it allows people that identify with maybe the focus area that is most important to your mission to give to that and have a sense of belonging over yes, we want research, okay? You could have one just for education or just for support, but what is the monthly giving program? What's the purpose? So there is a nonprofit that I know of that helps people in transition. They go out and they actually have a mobile shower, and they give people clothes, and they go out to the homeless populations and help them. So their monthly giving program, specifically all the money from their monthly giving program goes just for clothes and toiletries and the supplies that they need to run that mobile program. So people are oh, okay, so you need a group of people that are willing to give, that are going to make sure that you have all the supplies you need to serve. And that's really tangible. People really like that. People like to give to tangible things. They don't want their money going to maybe operational expenses or salaries or whatever. So this is a way to say all of your money from this monthly giving program takes care of all of that. The gas we need for the mobile bus, the water, the supplies, all of that. Okay. So think about what is something that you would like that would be meaningful to donors, but it would be covered by that monthly giving program. And that's the story, that's the purpose, okay? So start with your purpose. What are they going to supply? If you were a food kitchen, then maybe all of your produce comes from the monthly givers. We would not have the ingredients for the recipes to feed this population if we didn't have our monthly givers, okay? Now that you have your purpose, we want to give it a catchy name. This is something that like somebody would identify with. So like, oh, become a stabilizer. The one I was just talking about, they call it their We Got You crew. So join our We Got You crew and you can provide all of the essential items that people in transition need. So come up with a cool, catchy name, but I personally would like to be known as the part of the We Got You crew. I would personally like to be known as a stabilizer. I would personally, some people do like Smart Paws family. That's fine too. As long as they understand that if I'm a Smart Paws family member, that I belong somewhere and that means something other than just like an individual donor. Like I'm actually entering into a club that means something different. Okay, so give it a catchy name that people would want to identify with. And then you can use that with your marketing, right? So the We Got You crew nonprofit, they are able to say, oh, this woman came to us or this youth came to us. They were in transition. These are the struggles they were dealing with. This is how we helped them. We got you, Ashley. Okay, so they were able to use the We Got You, and this was supported, or she was supported by our We Got You crew. Okay, so then you tell those stories and people are like, that is what I'm funding. Okay, so come up with a cool name so that you can use that cool name in your marketing and let people know that through the stories, through the mission work that you're doing, it was those stabilizers, it was Safe Paws family that really made the work happen. Not our program, not Safe Paws, right? Or not Stable Moments. No, it was our stabilizers that made that possible. And the reason you do that is because people go, now I want to become a stabilizer, right? Next, now that you have your catchy name and you have your purpose and you know what they are going to fund, these people are going to fund, you are going to create member benefits. What makes them different from just any old individual donor, okay? So it's not like donate today to give toiletries to people in transition, and make it recurring for no real reason. And then the individual donors do the same thing. No. If people want to support that part of your mission, then they can become a part of the We Got You crew. They can become a stabilizer. They can become part of the Safe Paws family. The member benefits should be things that only this group of people gets. So I know that there's a lot of talk about not to give tchotchkes and not to give shirts or sweatshirts or whatever, because people are like, man, I really want you to give my dollars to the mission. I gave you $50 a month to be able to cover toiletries. I didn't expect you to spend that money on a shirt for me. I get it. And you can always put an option for people to opt out. But what I like to do is just send them the shirt. There's no you're going to get a shirt or you're going to get a tchotchke. I may ask their size on the enrollment form. But I really do think that if people can wear something that's I'm a stabilizer, or I'm part of the We Got You crew, or I am doing my part in ending the foster care crisis, it is much more than I'm giving. It is not I'm giving you this shirt because you gave me money. It's not a sale. It's a promotional item so that other people want to become stabilizers. Other people want to do their part in ending the foster care crisis. It is a conversation piece that they are wearing it, so they're identifying it They are proud to be part of that group, and other people are coming up to them and being like, oh, what's stabilizer mean? What's the We Got You crew? And then they have a conversation about it, they become an ambassador. So that's how I would rather, like, if anybody ever says to you, like, hey, I know you sent me a shirt, but I really, wanted all the money to go towards the mission, be like, that shirt is 100% expanding our mission, and we are amplifying what you are giving. And we hope that you have a sense of identity and purpose and accomplishment when you go out wearing that shirt, and that you can be an ambassador for our cause. We find that we actually get more money for our mission when people go out and are ambassadors, okay? So I would go ahead and send the shirt, because let's say it's $50 a month. Let's say it's $25 a month. That first month may go towards the cost of the shirt, but every month thereafter is going to go straight to the mission. Plus you have given somebody something that they feel a sense of belonging, that they're going to wear, that they're going to use to talk about, okay? I like shirts, a hat, whatever. Bumper sticker is cool. But I like things that are specifically going to be conversation pieces. So like a mouse pad, not so much. Nobody's going to see it. But maybe a mug or something that works for you. Very easy to purchase these things, to create a workflow to purchase these things the second that somebody signs up. Maybe you wait until their monthly donation has gone through 3 times, so you know that they've really hung in there and they're going to be a reliable monthly donor, and then you send them their shirt. You do, though, want to make a good first impression, so you want to give them those emails. I 100% believe that you should set up an automated email sequence. A nurture sequence is what they call it. And so anybody that becomes part of the Stabilizers crew or part of the We Got You crew, they are going to automatically, remember, no more work for you, because we're not about doing more work. And it's going to be an email sequence that's going to drip out to them, that's going to tell them, obviously, thank you for signing up. The first email is going to be like, what is it to be a stabilizer? The second email is going to be, this is what stabilizers have done so far. A story, right? This is what it means to be part of our crew. This is what we did last year. These are what we project to do next year. These are our focus areas. These are how you've helped, okay? And just drip out, because they're like, oh yeah, I'm a stabilizer. It's reminding people, don't forget, you're part of our We Got You crew, okay? So that can be a specific member benefit, okay? So right now, we're not really creating that much work for you. They're gonna get a shirt, or something that makes them feel cool and part of something. They're going to get a drip sequence. So you write this puppy once, put it in, everybody that signs up gets it again, gets it, you never touch it again, okay? So not much more work for you, and of course they deserve that, okay? If there's any other, I like to once a month email that group and tell them what they did. But what's beautiful is you can use it for your normal newsletter as well. So you can say, hey, there was this specific kid that came in, there was a story, tell them a story about a participant that you helped, or a result you got, or a report you were able to write, or whatever. And be like, it is because of stabilizers like you that we're able to do this work, right? People are like, oh my gosh, they might think about upping their donation, but at least they will feel engaged and like their money is doing something. You never want people to think that they don't know what their money's doing, right? And a lot of monthly givers just go, you know what, they're a great cause, I give to it, whatever. But I know from the organizations that I give to monthly, if I was getting a little bit more nurturing and they were like, this is how much you can do, and I could see not only what I was doing, but their future needs, I may feel like way more a part of it, and I may give more, or I may stay longer, right? I'm not going to fall victim to like another organization coming along and me being like, I want to be part of that crew because they've got a cool, catchy name. Okay, so you want to make sure that you are nurturing these people. Okay, the fourth thing we're going to do is highlight your monthly givers. So you can think of all types of incentives. One of the incentives can be that you're going to send them a private email. And in that email, you're going to highlight your monthly givers. You're going to say, because of you, we did this. So you're going to have your own list of monthly givers, and you're going to send it to them like, because of you, we did this month. Okay? Story, impact, anything. Then you highlight your monthly givers on like your normal e-news. So let's just say you're sending out a newsletter to everybody in your email list. They aren't necessarily monthly givers. Right, the same exact content you just used for that email that you sent the monthly givers. Say, check out what our stabilizers did. Check out what our We Got You crew did. And show the highlight of what they did. And then the call to action is become a stabilizer or learn more about the We Got You crew, okay? So you want to highlight your monthly givers on social media, highlight them on your newsletter, highlight them on your website, and especially if you're like an in-person type of organization and you have times for your specific monthly givers to get together, take pictures of them, highlight them, and that way people are like, wait, I want to be part of that crew. And like, wait, I have given to this cause. Why aren't I getting highlighted? Oh, because you're not a monthly giver. You should go be in this group. Okay. And then the final thing is this is now going to be your call to action. No more give today, donate, consider a donation. No, it's going to be become a stabilizer. We need to build an army of people that are fighting for this mission. These people in this population deserve an army supporting them in their community. Become a stabilizer today. Become part of our We Got You crew today. Okay? So now there's not an option. I mean, obviously there's always an option to donate. If people want to do that, they can go on the site. But rather than the main thing being individual donation, single time donation, and then saying, hey, by the way, if you want to give, you can do it monthly. No, now it's going to be like, you become a stabilizer. That's how you support us. We are about a sustainable mission. We don't want to shut our doors. We do not want to tell somebody, oh, because donations ran low, we're going to have to, stop this programming. So I am here to collect more sustainable, recurring monthly donations, okay? And how I do that is by promoting our We Got You crew program. Not, hey, if you guys could do a one-time donation, that would be great. Okay, you're creating community, you're creating a sense of belonging, your call to action. Every time you ask for Giving Tuesday, whatever, become a stabilizer, okay? So that you can have this be the thing that people are opting into. So many people, so many nonprofits in their newsletter have this like block that's just like give, right? Support today, join, okay, whatever. That block now is going to be become a stabilizer, telling people about your monthly giving program, join our We Got You crew, be part of the Safe Pause family. And then what does it mean to be part of the Safe Pause family? Okay, and really create like, what is this community that you're creating? And in the beginning, it could just be like, this is a group of people dedicated to spaying and neutering cats, and all of their donations specifically cover the costs of our veterinarians being able to perform these critical surgeries, whatever it is that their money specifically goes to. They are people who understand the power of one-on-one mentorship, so their money goes directly towards scholarships for kids in foster cares to get this critical service, okay? So it's like whatever the thing is that you can give that you're like, you understand. As a stabilizer, you understand this, you care about this, you have a huge heart for this. In my program, Stable Moments, I also talk about how stabilizers act, okay? So like once you're a stabilizer, what are you doing in the community? How, do you use our approach? We have an approach for our one-on-one mentorship that's trauma-informed. Are they going into the community and being trauma-informed? Are they representing us well? How do they represent us? And the more they can feel an identity and sense of belonging in that, the more they will stick with you and get it. Like, okay, I get what it means to be part of this organization. And that's really what you want more than anything. Just as much as the dollars, you want people going out and being the person you want them to be, caring about the cause in the way you want them to care about it, okay? Because like I know that you have strong opinions about how this how your program is the solution to the problem that you're trying to fix, and you need people to be able to articulate that well. And so you can feed all of that through that automated nurture drip, right? So that you are kind of giving them a training of like, this is what it means to be an ambassador for our program, to be a stabilizer, to be part of this group. And this is how we behave. And then they're like, okay, they've really put some structure to this. It makes sense. All right. So make that your call to action. So let's recap real quick. You want to start with purpose. What is their money going towards? Who are these people? What's this group about? What do they believe in? What's their money go to? Give it a catchy name, something that they can identify with, something that they can be proud to say they are. Create member benefits. What are you going to do for them? Are they going to get a shirt? Are you going to send them an email once a month? Are they going to do meetups? Do you have this special like phone tree that anytime a crisis situation comes in, you call these people? Just be careful that you don't overutilize monthly donors. Monthly donors may be giving because they don't want to do the volunteer or the hands-on work. They don't have time for that. So just make sure that you're not creating something that would make them step back, okay? Then you want to highlight your monthly givers. So make sure you're communicating with them often, at least quarterly, what they did. Why? Because their dollars were you able to accomplish your mission. And then make the monthly giving program your call to action. Rather than donate or give or solicit one-time donations, make this program, this monthly recurring donor program, your call to action. Everybody should become part of this program, okay? That's how you're asking for donors from here on out, okay? Now, don't forget to go grab that simple one-pager. It's a funding one-pager where you can get all of your fundable ideas listed out, and you can give these one-pagers to donors to say, this is what we're doing, this is the problem we're solving, this is our solution, these are our impact metrics, this is why you should give it to us, this is the total ask. That's completely editable, forpurposelive.com/page. Now, if you have a monthly giving program that you think is awesome or has a really cool, catchy name, or you've thought of a cool, catchy name, I would love you to leave it in the comments, because these are kind of the fun things when we start thinking about building community that, you know, people have a hard time sometimes, like, what's fun, what's catchy, what works. So if you have one, I would love you to leave it in the comments. Thank you so much for your service to this world. Until next time.